What's up, y'all? Hello. Let me see if y'all log on. I haven't been live in months, and I'm sorry about that. Sometimes my schedule does not allow it. I have included many new things in my life. Some of you all have seen a photo with me in a very prestigious white outfit. I am honored to be a part of that group and that society. I'm not going to discuss the secret society on my page, but I will tell you all that Worthy Matron Kinsey and Worthy Patron YG are accepting of applications at this time. If that is something that you all are interested in, please go underneath that photograph and state that you're interested, and then I need you to DM me, and I can get or you can go through, you have, I'm sorry, Lord have mercy, Grand Matron, Lord Jesus, y'all, woo, Kinsey, and Grand Patron YG. I can send your information to them. We have Worthy Matrons, Zane, and Worthy Matron Nicole, and they can get you started with that as well. Conductress Lala can also assist. So just come underneath that photograph. Let me know you're interested, and we'll all be perusing the page so that we can get your information off and get you moved over to OES. Okay. So that's all on OES. I know y'all were asking the question on OES. That's what I've been up to. Hello. I'm so happy, y'all. You learned a lot. Okay. You learned a lot. And for those of you all who think that secret societies such as that are evil, you guys don't know what you should be knowing in life. I feel sorry for you. Okay, so what I wanted to discuss today, what y'all talking about? I used to be an AM when I was last active. That's right, and you need to get active, y'all. Because let me tell y'all, thank you for congratulating me, minding my goals. I'm telling y'all, that's some stuff, y'all. It's some new stuff. You know what I mean? It's old, but it's new. And it teaches you a new way of life. You learn things that you just would not learn ordinarily. Secret societies are wonderful. Okay? Wonderful. But OES is wonderful. I love it. That 5 point is what's up. So, y'all know I come on like Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, whatever. I call it Mediation Monday. And we discuss different things, okay, that are spiritually grounded, that may or may not have anything to do with religion, but that are spiritually grounded. And I kind of go through the teachings with you about those things. Thank you, Cherry, Matthew, Cherry. I'm so happy, y'all. Y'all don't know. Like, I just wake up in the morning with my OES sisters and brothers, and we're constantly talking throughout the day, and it's just a relief to be around like-minded individuals from all different walks of life, y'all. I mean, strong, bustling individuals that are smart. They deep. I'm telling you, they deep. I want to talk about Easter, okay? And the reason I want to talk about Easter is because I don't think a lot of people, Christianity kind of took a lot away from us, okay? I'm not saying that Christianity is bad. Y'all know I'm a Christian, okay? I was at Lily Grove on Easter Sunday. I grew up in Mount Pilgrim Missionary Baptist Church in the Heights in Studewood. Now I go to Brentwood a lot. Brentwood Baptist Church, Reverend Ratliff. But actually I'm on the rolls, probably still on the rolls at Lily Grove, I would assume. Unless they removed me for non-activity, which I'll be there, but I just don't, whatever. Because I try to find my place. And that's one thing that we have to do as individuals. You always have to find your place. You find your place in the religion, with the teaching, within the church that fits you best. Religion is not one of those things that's a, small, medium, large, a one size fits all. In order for you to grow, you got to be in the right place, right religion, and with the right people as well. Okay, because you might be in the right religion at the wrong church. I don't know. You might be in the wrong religion. And I'm gonna say that no religion is bad. Our religion is good. One thing that we've done is as Christians, we've been taught to cast out all other religions and teachings. And the reason that we've been taught to do that is because, unfortunately, Christianity, and I don't want to say unfortunately, but it's a Caucasian religion, and it was utilized to keep us from our history and keep us from knowing the past. And that's why everything BC, before Christ, people don't know the truth about. And then everything AD, after his death, is lied to us. It's a lie. You know, you have to search for truth. But Christianity was used to stir us and to get us off track so that they could throw whatever they want before us, call it religion, call it Christianity, and we're going to do what it says, right? Because we've been taught Christianity is correct. So I want to talk about the pagan roots of Easter. And the reason that I want to talk about the pagan roots of Easter is because Easter is a spiritual holiday. A lot of the times, I don't think people realize that all of these holidays that we have mean something. A lot of the times people just feel like, okay, it's a day off from work. You know, it's a day for people to be discussing what, whatever they tell you that date is about. But if you go and research the history behind the true date, it's not what you think it is. So Easter, we talk about Easter bunnies and eggs, okay? And I don't think, of course we all take our children to go Easter egg hunting, right? But I don't think people think about the symbolism of the egg. I don't know if you all have ever had a reading with an egg. They're wonderful readings. If you guys go on my page, I have a friend, his name is Eric Garza, but it's going to be Eric with a K, Garza. And he does readings with eggs. And the symbolism of the egg is real, and it's very symbolic and strong, okay? That's one of the reasons that we color eggs, or we used to color Easter eggs, to bring about the symbolism of the egg. But what's up, 8th grade? People are logging off because I'm talking about Easter, and I know they probably don't agree, but it is what it is. I'm going to finish doing my live, and then I'll have it recorded and put on my channel as well. So, rebirth, okay? Easter comes from Ishtar, okay? Ishtar is a god, the god of fertility, okay, the god of life. It is also a god of war. Shango is a god of war as well, but so is Ishtar. And she originates, or she is an Anunnaki goddess. She's an Anunnaki goddess. And remember, and just scroll back on my previous Meditation Mondays where we discuss who the Anunnaki are. We are the Anunnaki, okay? And that's going to be all colored beings, absent Caucasians, okay? But it's going to be all colored beings. And there are some colored beings who were fabricated that are a part of the Caucasian race that are put before us to confuse us into thinking that they are colored beings, but they are non-colored beings, although they tend to be looked at as minority. So Anunnaki are going to be blacks, Africans, any colored, Latinos, those are Anunnaki. Okay, Filipinos, Anunnaki. Your indigenous Asians are all Anunnaki, and your indigenous people are all stems of Anunnaki, the gods, okay? And so Ishtar, she was the goddess of war, the goddess of sexual love, okay? And that's the reason that we celebrate with eggs. The egg shows fertility. There was once a time, see, now we just grow all of our food in the lab, but there was once a time when our brethren, our ancestors relied on the animals and relied on the environment. So what we would do around this time of year, guys, is we would sacrifice things and make an offering to that god, Ishtar, so that we could have bounty in our fields, so that the animals would procreate, so that we would have food, okay, meat, and the other things that the animals provide. The purpose of Easter is to sacrifice to the god Ishtar. It's not, later on, they covered it up with Christ's death. But that is not what it is, okay? That is what Christianity has told you that it is since Christ was born. We're talking about before Christ. We're talking about the original origins of Easter. The original origins of Easter is to celebrate fertility and sex. I didn't want to say sex, but that's what it is. Why do you think we equate rabbits with humping? Because all rabbits do are procreate. Okay, and they procreate. That's where the Easter Bunny comes from. Okay, and that is one of the reasons why I do not, now that I have a very good understanding of spirituality, I would never allow my children to sit on the Easter Bunny's lap, more than likely. I just stay away from the Easter Bunny. I think, to me, it's kind of gross for the child to sit on the Easter Bunny's lap, knowing the thought process behind a bunny is to celebrate sex and fertility. And that's why you will not see my daughter taking a photograph sitting on the Easter Bunny's lap. You will not see my children take photographs sitting on Santa Claus's lap either. If they do want to take a picture, I would allow them to stand next to Santa Claus. And again, this is as my spirituality has grown and I've learned the paganism behind it and the thought process. It's a beautiful thing to worship that God for bounty, but not, to put my children up as a symbolism of sex and fertility. I'm just not with that. She has different emblems. So she's often pictured with this goddess, is often pictured with the lion, okay, because she's strong. And storehouses are assimilated with her. Storehouses meaning abundance, right? Wheat, things that represent growth and fecundity, okay, which means bounty or wealth, okay? So her primary legacy from the Sumerian tradition, and again, Anunnaki is Sumerian. You guys need to read the Sumerian tablets so that you get an understanding of your culture, your heritage, and from whence you came. The Sumerian tablets will show you a lot about yourself. But she, in the Sumerian tradition, she was a fertility figure. Since then, she's evolved into a more complex character. She's now surrounded by the myth of death and disaster, contradiction, fire, rejoicing, tears, fair play. But originally, she was the goddess of fertility and sex. In fact, many of the women used to wait around the temples, and there were some that would prostitute themselves in an effort to feed their children, etc. Okay, so prostitution is tied to Easter as well. And that's one of the things that people just don't know because they don't tell us that. But prostitution goes along hand in hand with Easter. Okay, because we're talking about falling in love, planting seeds in our gardens, cleaning our homes, decorating them with flowers, okay? Fertility, new beginnings, hopes, and beauty. These are all things that Ishtar was associated with, the god of Easter, and that's why we dress up. You all have no idea why we dress up, get beautiful, and take photographs, but that's why. Okay? And it symbolizes the beginning of spring. That's what Easter is about. Okay? To symbolize growth, bounty, crops, and it symbolizes earth renewal. Okay, whether we know that or not, that's what it is. So that's when we awaken and renew ourselves. So that's what you're supposed to be doing around Easter, rejuvenating. I know there are many people who, don't understand this, but on Easter, I cleaned my home significantly. After I cooked and my family left, my mom left, we cleaned. And I always had an inkling to do this, never knew why. But the reason that you want to clean is because that's really when you should do your spring cleaning, during the ritual. Easter is nothing but a ritual. And if they can make it a holiday, then they have everybody sacrificing to the god at once so that we can have bounty. So it's a trickery. It's a form of trickery that they use you all to sacrifice or to make sacrifices to the gods, and you all don't even know that. Okay? But that is exactly why the spring holiday of Easter falls where it is. It's why we have Easter egg hunts. And it's why we paint eggs. And so back in the day, they used to paint the eggs because an egg is a symbolism of a baby and the menstrual cycle. They first started off painting the eggs red, and then they would bury them off in the ground as a sacrifice so that they could yield good crops. And then as time went on, the colors changed from red to other colors, gold, silver. But that's why gold and silver are huge colors as well, because the argument is the world is an egg. Okay, the golden part is the sky, the silver is the earth. The yolk, okay, is the center core. And that's another reason why we use eggs. But that's why we paint eggs. That's why we have these Easter egg hunts. And I think that, the truth behind it should come out. The government will never tell you the truth behind Easter, because then people won't celebrate it and they won't offer up these sacrifices. But I would offer up to you that a government that puts Easter and that puts these sacrilegious holidays on the calendar, forces you to be off from work, so that you can pay homage to these to these gods. Please explain to me why then they put Christianity in your face and tell you not to look at pagan gods, not to read about pagan gods. There's a reason why they don't want you to read about gods. There's a reason why they tell you there's only one God. But if you go behind every single holiday that is on the United States calendar, we don't even need to go to other countries, that's on our calendar here in the United States, it lines up with Sumerian, Anunnaki gods, and sacrilegious and rituals. Every single one of them. And on down to Columbus Day is a ritual. Okay, that's why a lot of blacks don't celebrate Columbus Day anymore. Okay, because we've understood what it was a celebration of. It's a celebration of killing off the Indians, etc., which are really us. So a lot of us don't want to celebrate our own demise, so we don't do Columbus Day. But I offer up to you that you all should go through the calendar, the American calendar, look at each holiday, then Google pagan ritual and Christmas, pagan ritual and whatever, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So I want y'all to do your homework. I want you to put in paganism and Easter, and the truth will come out. Don't read anything about Christianity. Go behind Christianity, because when you're researching and reading these things, don't take anything that I say to be true. I want you to research everything that I'm saying. You will find it in a book. You will find it in an encyclopedia. You will find it in very old teachings. When you are researching Easter, you're going to have before Christ meanings. You're going to have after Christ meanings. Okay? I want you to look at all of the before Christ meanings. And then I want you to look at the parallelism that they use with Christianity to cover up the true meaning of Easter. If someone can hide the true meaning of what you're doing from you, then you don't know how to use it against them, and you don't know what they're doing with it. But that is why, okay, we have Easter. The true meaning behind Easter is to represent and to pay homage to the black, okay? The black Sumerian Anunnaki god Ishtar. You don't believe me? Go look it up yourself. All right? That'll be the end of Meditation Monday. You guys have any questions? Put them down below. Guys, talk about this. Because one of the things I like for us to do is for everybody to bring their knowledge to this page. Okay? Everybody's thought processes are welcome. But I want y'all to talk about this. Pose questions and you all answer them. It's not for me to answer these questions. I want you all, the people that are on this page, to answer the questions for the others. Because there's so much knowledge in the individuals that are friends of mine on this page. They are very smart, intellectual individuals. There are many spiritually grounded people on this page. And you can ask basically any question that you want to know underneath any of my lives or any of my spiritual, teachings. Okay, I like to say, we're all teaching each other. You can go underneath any of them, ask any question. I guarantee you somebody else will be able to answer it for you way better than I can. Okay, so do your homework, post below, and we'll wait till the next holiday and we'll talk about the next holiday. Until then, I will see you guys on the next Meditation Monday. All right, bye guys.